couldn't find out my mom was a class clown, so I had it under.
So it was in your genes.
I didn't find it out till later on in life.
Was she supportive when you were young, like the fact that you were a class clown, or did you ever say to her, "Hey, I want to be a comedian"? Or
I never knew. I didn't want to be. I didn't know about comedy.
Oh, you didn't know?
It was just me. Yeah, I didn't start doing comedy till I didn't start doing comedy after my mom passed. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, she never knew about the comedy side, you know. My mom died in 2000.
2000.
2000, man. It's crazy because my mom and my grandmother died 2 years apart. My mom died my first year in college. My grandmother died my junior year in high school. 2 years apart, different years, different months, but they died on the same day of the month, which was the 8th.
The 8th.
You know, 8th is the number of new beginnings. Man, never say what you're not gonna do. You talk about your job all the time. You quit every Monday. But you know you coming right back. I said I was gonna quit this teaching and I was gonna do comedy and act in LA. I quit and everything. I got my 403B and I was out. My little annuity, I got it. You wanna know how long your retirement gonna last? 3 months. Never tell God what you're not gonna do. I said I never teach again, ever. And I never depend on the government. You listening?
I was born and raised off of Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houston, man. Single parent home. I call it a double single parent because my mom and my grandma, wasn't no me in prison. It was my mom, my grandmother, my brother, and me. It was pretty much cool, man. They strong women, man. They raised us real good, you know. We didn't have a lot of stuff that we wanted, though. I would say that, you know. So, I mean, like money wasn't all there all the time, you know. Like, I remember one time, it was so disgusting, but I was growing up. Like, they get a clothes to the church for the needy family. And we the needy family, we get the bag, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to go up and get prayer in front of the church when you got on the pastor daughter pants. You know what I'm saying? People talking about, he got my shoes on. And I'm in front of the church getting prayer. And I hear a little boy in the back, he got my shoes on. I'm like,
Let me tell you how God used my stupidity against me. First of all, teaching, don't disrespect the benefits. You can still take your kids to the doctor and dentist, okay? Don't just remember your blessings. We do get that. It's gone once you're gone. You out here in the wilderness once you're gone. I didn't know how expensive insurance was out of the branch of teaching. So I heard about some stuff called CHIP insurance. I didn't know that CHIP was Medicaid. I didn't know that. CHIP is in Texas. I called a girl. I said I would never depend on the government. I don't need no Medicaid. I called a girl. I said, hey, man, I heard about this CHIP insurance. I'm going to get it for my son. She said, you talking about Medicaid? I say, first of all, I don't receive those words. I rebuke you and the words. We are unequally yoked anyway. I hung up. We met on Tinder. I hung up.
House wasn't always, you know, it wasn't a perfect house, so we struggled, you know, in the relationship between me and you know, and my mom, my grandmother, you know, it wasn't always great, you know. Like, I would grow up and see stuff I didn't have. I was, you know, my dad was never in the picture, and I was like into sports real tough. And I didn't see nothing, you know, I used to, in sports. It didn't really hit me till I got to high school, and I looked over and the sixth man on the basketball team, he didn't get a lot of PT. You know, but I noticed his dad was like at every practice, and then I say, "Damn!" I'm the starting two guard, right? And I'm noticing, I'm like, "Damn, I ain't no dad. Like, this how it's supposed to be. A dad's supposed to be here, you know. This dude don't even play." So I remember that one moment it kind of got to me, but other than that, man, I kind of knew that, you know, dude wasn't around, you know, like that.
Found out it was Medicaid. I had too much pride, but my son needed to go to the doctor. So who walked in the Medicaid office? Whispering, I already know why I'm here. Take my documents and let me go. I'm leaning on the window because I don't want nobody in my business. All of a sudden, the lady in the window, she said something to me. She said, you know you qualify. Qualify for what? You qualify for food stamps. I say, first of all, lower your damn voice. This I knew my pride was leaving. I say, how much?
Well, my junior year in high school, my grandmother died, you know, and that affected my play, my football play, because I had a horrible senior year, so horrible that I'm dropping passes, man, wide open passes, and I mean, my coach, I didn't have that male role model to take me on this wing, like, hey, you just need to get refocused. Like my first year of college when my mom died, before she died, she was, of course, she found out she had cancer, man. And I'll never forget, man, my mom, she was super strong, man. And I'm at school, and she gave me a call, and she went to the doctor, and she called me back. I mean, she called me after she came out the doctor. She was at the doctor's office. And then she told me, she said, my middle name Marquise. She said, Marquise, they found a spot on my lungs. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, they got to run some more tests. They think it's cancer. And then she told me, she's like, Marquise, I'm scared. And that was the first time I heard my mama say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this strong woman, you know, first time she ever just admitted, you know, that she, that she was scared. Like, of course, when you talking about, you hear some news that it's possible death, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure that was scary. And it kind of hurt me, man. But I wanted to be there for her. So I went home that semester and I just didn't go back to school after the break. And my mom, she told me, she asked me was I going back. And I was like, no, I'm not going to go back. I'm going to take care of you. And she tried to be like, no, boy, you got to go back to school. Because I was the first one to go to college in my immediate family. And she's proud of me or whatever, but I don't think about football, nothing no more. You know, we was all we had, me, my mom, my brother at this point. And so I stayed and took care of her, man. I'm talking about the real take care of her. Not no call a nurse over and you know, help with this and help feed her. No. You know, we cooking and bathing and, you know, my mom going to the restroom, I'm wiping the backside, you feel me? And I was 19, man. I was 19. I was a baby. You know, not even getting my freshman year out the way in college. And it was rough on me. It was tough. But I didn't see it like that. I was just so routine with handling, taking care of her. It's just, you know, it was routine. And I don't think I shed no tears till, you know, when I think my brother, he called me from work one time, man. And we was both taking care of my mom. He called me from work and he was like, hey man, you need to come home.
But we still need big mamas. Ain't no wonder why I am the man today. Ain't no wonder, I'm just a man that big mama raised.
Brother, he called me from work. When I was at work, he told me, hey man, you need to come home. He said, Mama ain't saying nothing. Life just ain't fair sometimes.
Ain't no wonder, no wonder why I am the man today.